What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for coming by. Please, guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Shirley_Billings39. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Show me some love in the comments. And today, I am going to be showing you how I make the Puerto Rican style of what we call pernil, which is pork shoulder. And I'm just gonna do a step-by-step. I won't be baking it today or showing you the after effect because I like to season my pork 2 days, keep it seasoned for 2 days in the fridge, and then I throw it in, which for Christmas. So I won't be showing you that, but I will be giving you instructions, and I will write them down in the description as well on how we bake it, the heat, and how long, and things like that, and how it should look. But I can throw photos in my Instagram when I do finally put it in on Christmas morning. But I do want to show you how I prepare it and the things that you're gonna need. So if that's something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. All right, you guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show this part. Some people may be like, ew, this is nasty, but this is what it is. I got my pernil. I'm actually going to be making two, but I'm doing a Cajun one. So I'm not going to show you that one, but I'm going to show you just the one that I'm doing. And we are going to be washing our meat thoroughly, especially pork. So I first rinse it really well. And then what I do is, some people can use like lemon juice or vinegar. I'm gonna use vinegar. So I'm just gonna fill my bowl up here with some water, throw some vinegar in there, and we're just gonna clean the meat with the vinegar. I mean, there's some people that don't do this step. I mean, it's whatever you wish. I'm just showing you how I do it. All right, you guys, so our pernil, pork shoulder, is nicely cleaned. And before we get to that, I'm gonna show you some things you're gonna need. So you're gonna need a mortar and pestle, some garlic. I buy the already peeled one, some fresh garlic, a little bit of black pepper, some olive oil, some oregano. Some people use like the real fine, like powder one. I use this one, it's perfectly fine. Onion powder. Of course, you need your adobo. You need your sazon. Make sure it's with culantro and achote for the flavor and color. And you're gonna need some sofrito. Please, guys, I know many people use like the Goya and all of that you buy in the store, which is fine, but it is not the same. So make sure that you make your own sofrito. And if you don't know how, I have a video. I'll try to link it in my description, but if you don't know how, I teach you step by step how to make your own sofrito, which is just a bunch of herbs and ingredients that you put in the blender to make into a seasoning, and we use this on basically anything we cook. So I'll try to link that below. If not, just go find it in my video, and it's very simple, fresh, and it makes your food taste banging. All right, so the next thing that we do, some people slice this whole thing off, leave it up to here so you have like a flap to season under. Some people do cuts. Really, you don't have to do anything. Many years I didn't do anything and it still comes out fine. But it's like a chicharron kind of thing, if you've had those. But yeah, so I'm gonna slice it. It doesn't have to be like super, you see, just little cuts. Like I said, you don't really have to do this. It just makes it easier to cut when you are ready to to take off basically the skin. So I'm gonna leave it just like that, as you see. So the main thing we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna flip this baby around. You're gonna basically stab it all over, because we're gonna make a mixture that you wanna stuff it so that it's properly seasoned inside. All the fatty juices from the skin and all the seasonings are gonna mix together and cook together properly inside, so it's not all bland. So basically, you just wanna make holes. I just do a quick little turn like this, all over, including the sides, I mean everywhere. That's the first thing. That's what we wanna do. Because then we're gonna make our mixture and make sure it gets all into these holes, so that all the seasoning goes up in there. This year, my second one, I'm gonna make a Cajun one. This is my first time making a Cajun pernil, but I wanted to try something different, especially for my husband's sake, because he's a very picky eater, and something new. So I gotta see how that comes out. But we're basically gonna inject it, the other one, we're gonna inject it with Cajun seasoning, and I'm gonna put blackened seasoning on it and stuff. So it should come out pretty good. But I just wanted to show you my traditional food. So anyway, we're gonna keep putting them holes in there. So it's gonna look all chopped up, basically, like holes everywhere, but you want that. And it don't matter, because once it's all cooked, you're gonna have it all into pieces and it'll be easier to cut out anyway. I'm gonna take a little bit of this fat off. Some people don't. Just a very little, just a slim piece right here. I'm gonna get that off. All right, so you're gonna take your mortar and pestle, and some people add a little bit of salt, but since I'm gonna put adobo anyway, I'm just gonna throw it in there. This prevents it from all the little garlic when you start mashing it from flying out. But we're gonna put those seasonings in there anyway, so what I like to do is these little things on the edge, we're gonna chop those off, and I'm gonna put a handful in there. I like mine to be garlicky, but not overpowering either. So we're just gonna chop those little things off. I have my sofrito defrosting right now, because we're gonna make this little mixture. So we have this little mixture going on with the adobo, but you can put some salt in it if you like. All right, so now that we have our garlic and a little bit of either salt or adobo, I like to go in and throw some oregano, because you're basically gonna make like a sauce, like a mix that we are going to stuff in the little holes with. I'm gonna throw some more adobo up in there. Some onion powder. You don't need a lot of pepper. Just a little pepper. You're gonna put some olive oil in there. So you can see it looks like this. And while my sofrito is still defrosting, we're gonna mash these babies. All right, so this is what I got. Hold on. So far, we're gonna add the sofrito. I'm gonna add a decent amount. It's a little hot because I had it in the microwave, but it's all right. And you're gonna make this mixture with the garlic. You're gonna mix it real good in there. So it should look like so. Now that we have our mixture, I'm gonna go get the pan that I'm putting the pernil in. We've got our pan. We're gonna take our pernil, and I'm gonna season this side first because I wanna really get this main seasoning that we made with the garlic pieces, everything, into these holes. We're gonna be stuffing it. So I know it looks or may sound gross, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stuff these babies in there. Because all that marinade, you want it to have that nice, juicy garlic flavor. Right in there. And we're still gonna season the outside. Right now, we just wanna focus on stuffing all the places that you put your holes in. And this is how we do it, you guys. It's gonna be so tasty, let me tell you. All right. So now that all the holes are stuffed with your mixture and your garlic, then we're gonna focus on the outside and we're gonna do the other side. All right, so before I flip it, now I wanna season the top. So I'm gonna throw in adobo, and I know it seems like it's a lot, but it's not. I also like to throw a little bit of olive oil just in my hands, just to rub like the skin. You don't want a whole lot, but this also, when you put it on the other side, like on the skin, it helps it crunch even more. But I'm gonna throw that in there. I also want to put some more oregano. And some more onion powder. I'm not gonna put any more pepper. And then we're gonna put some sazon. I'm not using the whole pack because I can use the other pack, you know, on the other side. And then I'm gonna take some regular sofrito and we are going to massage it in. Here's my sofrito, and just massage that baby everywhere. All right. So now that it's coated everywhere, it has a nice color, we're gonna flip this baby and we are going to season like where we did the cuts at, as you see, and the skin. I like to put a little bit of olive oil, but we're gonna stick a little tiny bit more in here into the mixture that we made. And I'm gonna mix this baby up. And I want to put these in the slits. We're going to put the rest of that garlicky mixture into these slits right here, so that underneath it has that garlic as well. But like I said, you don't really have to do this because many years I didn't do this. You don't have to do the slits. You don't got to take it off. It still comes out good. But I'm going to do it All right. Now that it's all in there, then we are going to massage this too, just a little bit, because it has a little bit of that olive oil that we just stuck in there as well. And I'm gonna throw again some adobo on this side, just to coat it. Some more onion powder, some oregano. I like oregano, you guys. Some people put black pepper, but I'm not doing that. And the rest of that sazon, you want to put it on there. And then I'm gonna take some more sofrito real quick, and we just gonna massage this baby in. Some people put their meat like overnight. I like to do it, I like to keep it in the fridge for 2 days. To me, it just has more time to marinate and really get those flavors in. Maybe it doesn't make a difference, but that's how I do it. And this is pretty much it. So now we're gonna put the aluminum foil and we're gonna put it in the fridge for 2 days. All right, you guys, we're gonna put it nice and tight into the pan, into the fridge. And then, like I said, I like to keep mine marinating for 2 days. All right, you guys, so this is how I season my pernil. Everybody has their own techniques. I've seen people use all kind of stuff, and it's okay. I'm just showing you how I do it. Like, the most important thing is that sofrito. So please go check out my sofrito recipe. Now, for this size pernil, it's not a big one. Reason being, I didn't buy a huge one because I'm making 2, and plus a whole bunch of different side dishes. So for this one, it'll probably take 5 hours to cook. Maybe a little longer, because you want that skin to be super hard and crunchy. But if you have obviously a bigger one, it's going to take much longer than that, anywhere from 6, sometimes 7 hours, depending on the size. Mine's 5 to 6, more or less, depending on, I like it to be nice and browned, the skin to be nice and crunchy, at 350. Some people do it at 300 and they cook it longer. I do mine's at 350. And yeah, I keep it 2.5 to 3, like about 3 hours. I keep it cooked, covered. And then after that, I take it off and do the other half of the 3 hours, like 3 more hours, 2.5 more hours uncovered. So that it can roast nicely, but you want to cook it really good on the inside. Try to follow this recipe. I'm going to go and season my other pernil, which I'm doing Cajun style. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to inject it with. I'm going to do the Creole butter injectable. And we're going to do some blackened. This is my first time doing this. I've had other people that I know do this, and I have tasted it, but I want to do my own and see how it goes. So I'm not going to film that, but just to get an idea of what I'm doing with my second pork shoulder. So I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Show me some love. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Follow me on Instagram at Shirley_Billings39, so that when I'm cooking this on Christmas Eve, so I will be throwing photos on there on the final look of how it came out. So happy cooking, you guys. Have a good day. Bye.